This is a cathode ray tube TV, also known as the Braun tube, but it's most well known as the CRT. Invented in 1897 by Carl Ferdinand Braun, a German physicist who also helped with the invention of radio transmission. Even though it was invented in 1897, the first commercial CRT was made for homes in 1934. A CRT was made to put images on screen, and how it displays those images I find very interesting, so I'm going to try my best to explain it. This glass vacuum tube has 3 electron guns, one that is red, green, and blue. They each fire electrons, and when all the beams mix, it creates all the colors that we see on screen. Now, while the beams are being shot, it passes what's called an anode, which focuses the beam, and as the beam travels to the front of the TV, the deflection yoke, a kind of magnetic lens, moves the beam up and down extremely fast, creating the image that we see in front of us. Pretty cool. Hopefully that makes sense. But if you want to learn more about this kind of stuff, I would check out this video. There's a lot of good information here. Yeah. Hello. My name's Juicesten, and if there's one thing you should know about me, is that I love CRTs and video games. This CRT I have right here is a Sylvania 13-inch CRT TV with a working VCR. This bad boy has been part of my setup for the last year and a half. It was actually gifted to me by someone, and I've been using it a lot for retro gaming and watching movies. Recently I've watched Kangaroo Jack and Fantastic Planet. They were really good movies. I also busted out the GameCube and played Eternal Darkness for the first time. I really liked that game, it was really good. I've had this bad boy in my setup for a while, and not once have I really tried to play a modern game on it. So I'm wondering how this bad boy works in today's modern gaming space. If it works really well or not. And to test that out, I got 3 games we're gonna play today. Silent Hill 2 Remake, Doom Eternal, and Elden Ring. 3 widely different games and 3 very fun games that I really enjoyed. But first, before we even start playing these games, we gotta connect this guy back to my setup, and I'm gonna show you how I do that. So let's plug this bad boy back in. This process is very simple. You only really need 2 things, and those 2 things are an HDMI cable and HDMI to AV converter. But not that one. That one's caused me many problems. Instead, I got this Radio Shack one. It's been very reliable. It's a good one. And once you have all that, you're all set. Next, you're going to want to connect one end of the HDMI cable to your PC and the other end to your converter. After you do that, get the red, yellow, and white cables and plug them into your CRT. And once you do that, you should be all set. Now that everything is set up, we can finally start playing some video games. So let's stop the talking and let's start the gaming. Oh, looks so neat. Opening up Steam's big picture mode was actually really cool. It looked really neat on a CRT. But there was already an issue. It was really hard to read anything on this TV. It's probably just because my CRT has a really small resolution, and Steam Big Picture mode was not made for resolutions that small. But that's okay. As a gamer, I'm not really reading. I'm moving these fingers. So let's hop into a game already. The first game we're going to play is Silent Hill 2 Remake. I chose this one first because the original game was released on the PS2 and my first experience playing it was on the CRT. So I'm just kind of curious how the remake will look on a CRT as well. From seeing all the little imperfections from the TV itself, how dark the shadows are and just how much colors pop on this TV, and simply just the way how this game feels to play on here. I don't know, it just kind of felt like Silent Hill 2 Remake was made to be played on a CRT. Oh, what's that?
Hey, wait.
I saw in the menu there's some filters, so let's try them out and see how they look. They even have a VHS filter. That's pretty funny. I do recommend playing Silent Hill 2 Remake on a CRT. I think it's very fun, and if you're looking for a fresh way to play this game, I would highly recommend you try this for yourself. Sure, the text is going to be really hard to read, and puzzles might be a little harder simply because you can't read them. But if you played this game before, it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, it was very fun, and I highly recommend it. And honestly, I think I am going to do a whole playthrough of Silent Hill 2 Remake on a CRT.
Excuse me.
The next game on our list is Doom Eternal. Alright, let's rip and tear. Just to let you know, I'm not very good at first-person shooters, so if it's a little hard to watch, you can watch more if you hit that subscribe button. That was rough. Even though I'm not very good at this game, I still have a lot of fun playing it, and just playing this game on a CRT just feels right. I don't really know what it is, but I do know that CRTs have pretty much no input lag, and having no input lag on a fast-paced first-person shooter like Doom Eternal, it just feels amazing. The text is still pretty hard to see and read, but when you're playing Doom Eternal, the only thing you need to see is blood and guts. Oh, that's cool. And speaking of blood and guts, by golly do the colors pop on this CRT. I think it looks even better than my LCD screen that I use currently. I do recommend you play Doom Eternal on a CRT. In fact, I would recommend you play any kind of shooter on a CRT, because I think shooters and CRTs go really well together. Also, if you're looking to level up your CS2 gameplay, a CRT might be the way to go. And now for the final game we're going to look at. You know it. You've seen it. You've heard it. Elden Ring. but I have a really good feeling that this game's gonna look awesome on a CRT. You know, funny enough, it actually just started raining. But I guess that kind of adds to the ambiance of this game. Oh, excuse me. Oh, let's go. And by golly, was I right. This game looks awesome. Oh my god. This looks so cool. To show off my skill, I wanted to try to beat the tutorial boss for you guys. So let's try that. I've actually never really fully tried to attempt it. I forgot the scream does damage to you. Now, I've been playing the Dark Souls game since Dark Souls 1. I still haven't played Demon Souls. It's the only Souls game I haven't played. I hope one day to play it. Anyways, I really love these games, and they're great. So if you haven't played them, I would recommend you try them out. They're really fun. Anyways, let's try the dragon. Well, that was a great first attempt. I guess I'm a little rusty. No biggie. While exploring the world, I felt like I was in an old medieval dark fantasy movie. It felt really cool, and it looked really cool.
Oi! You there? Could you help?
I wanted to beat at least one boss for you guys, so my next target was Margit. Man, that was close. That was not a bad attempt. Took me like 3 tries, but I did it. Oh yeah. With enough persistence, you can do anything. Yippee. With his newfound confidence, I went to go fight the dragon one more time. Well, I did better than last time, and that's something to be proud of. As long as there's a little bit of improvement, there's nothing to be upset about. At least that's what I always tell myself. Wow, that was some serious gaming. Even though I couldn't read a lot of the text and a lot of the HUD was cut off, I still had it in me. I do think CRTs do have a place in modern gaming. Even though they're not perfect, I think the imperfections really do give these TVs character. And let's say if you want to play a lot more modern games like I did today, I honestly would recommend getting a bigger CRT and maybe even getting a CRT PC monitor, because I've heard those are a little bit better for gaming. Like maybe you can get like a 17-inch one instead. But if you're like me and you don't have that much space, this actually works really well for me, and I love this TV. I think it's a lot of fun to use, and just to have as like my third monitor. And it works great, especially when I even want to watch a movie. Just pop one in here, and I just watch one right away. I love CRTs and old technology. There's just something so fascinating about how all this old technology works, and I think it's so cool. Like every time I turn this TV on, it's like it still boggles my mind how it works. Turn the TV off. Turn this TV off. Turn this TV off. Anyways, I'm gonna go to bed now. It's about that time of night. I guess subscribe and follow my Twitch. I don't stream, but it's there. Bye.
Good job.